Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good. I wanted to start showing everybody what I'm looking at here on Stellarium. I often take screenshots and share them with you in the group, or in the event I should say. And I thought that I'd start showing you live so we can kind of go through different days, transgressions, and show you some really neat things regarding the view from the Earth when we're looking at the Sun and the planets, and also the view from the Sun so that we can look at where the Earth is. Right now, as you can see here, if you follow this cursor down here, it's run today 9/3. It's 1 a.m. here where I'm at. We see this in here. Definitely highlighted in Leo. Western astrology, I know, says that the Sun's in Virgo right now. And both are compatible with our views because the Sun is moving into Virgo. It's moving this way. And as you can see, Virgo is a large constellation. Here's the ecliptic. So the Sun travels on the ecliptic here, real slow. Leo's, fairly large, but we would say maybe the energy starts here and ends kind of in here and starts to go to Virgo here, all the way down here. It's 9/3/16, September 3rd. I want to show you here. We still have Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury all in Virgo, and we have the moon passing through them as well. Very interesting. By the way, I'm using stellarium.org. It's a free program. Anyways, we can go to the left over here and go to date and time. And let's go back to the eclipse. So we'll go back yesterday. Now see how the moon moved here? I got my cursor on it. 9/1. There we go. So you can see how it partially eclipsed the Sun. Because I'm at the northern hemisphere where I have this located. Again, I had showed you the snapshot photos here with Virgo with Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Trinity in Virgo. And of course I showed you the Sun and the Moon here as the eclipse happened in Leo. It's important to note that maybe we don't have to worry about the drawing so much, but this is Regulus here. These blue lines are definitely the stars that make up the energy of Leo. And for those of you that didn't know this, Leo actually is a sign of the serpent. If you look at the astrological symbols for the signs, you'll see that Leo is in the form of a serpent. And of course that is why the Sphinx has the cobra headdress of the serpent. I just wanted to bring that up. Anyways, I only have 15 minutes for this video, so let's move along. We'll go to the location window and show you that I'm showing, we're looking at the Sun and the planets from, North America here. Well, we're going to go to the Sun so I can show you something about polarities. It's really important. If the Sun is in Leo, the Earth is in Aquarius. If the Sun is in Virgo, the Earth is in Pisces. It always works that way. Never changes. It never. Well, the only time it can kind of be iffy is if the Sun is in the middle of two constellations. Then the Earth will kind of be in the middle of two constellations. Anyway, so I went to location here, and I'm on Earth, and I'm going to go to Sun. Here. Okay, now we're at the surface of the Sun, and it does not matter what part of the Sun that we're on. Now look at the changes we got here going on. Now of course we see Leo still, but of course we are on the Sun, so we don't see the Sun. But look at Jupiter is still here. So here's the interesting fact about when you're from the surface of the sun, which is our soul, by the way. From Jupiter on out, the planets, outwards from Jupiter stay the same. They'll be in basically the same position. But Earth, of course, Earth, Mars, Mercury, and Venus all change. But anyways, we're still seeing Jupiter here in Virgo, which it was from the view of the Earth. But now let's find where the Earth is. Of course, see Venus is in a different spot. Got Mars and Mercury together in Capricorn from our soul's perspective, which is very interesting subject for astrology. And look at where Earth is. See? And not only is it in Aquarius, it's very close to the literal, the urn that Aquarius pours out. Earth is an air sign, but it is known as the water bearer. And I wish that this showed this depiction. It does not show the constellation Eridanus, but actually these waters pour out and they form the longest constellation of the 88 indexed by Ptolemy, and it flows to the feet of Orion. So anyways, just another example of the polarity and the energy that we're going through. It's Aquarius Leo. Now, I wanted to bring to light the solar eclipse that happened 3/8 through 3/9 of 2016, back in March. That solar eclipse was in Aquarius, and of course at the time Earth was in Leo. And we talked in the event, we spoke of the importance that the Leo-Aquarius polarity would be highlighted throughout the year of 2016. And of course the theme of the tower, which is ongoing. We're not through 2016 yet. So this is really interesting. I wanted to show you this this polarity thing. So I got 2 or 3 more minutes where we can talk about some of the different energies here. So the sun represents the soul. Mercury represents the messenger, the message, the voice. Venus represents beauty, we know that, love, but also inception. Its symbol is the pentagram. All things come from 5, all things go back to 5. The 5-petal hour. Earth is the vessel. Mars is the challenge. And of course this is very elementary at this point. This is only part 1. Jupiter is the path. It's the karmic influence. It's the eye of the solar system. It's the eye of ourselves. Saturn is crystallization. Lessons of limitation, but also completion. Neptune is the sign of the dream. The waters of imagination, emotion, power. Neptune's up about 10 notches from the moon. So whatever the moon symbolizes, of course, the mind, Neptune really strengthens in those powers. And then, of course, Uranus, which is original Eden. Actually, I have 6 more minutes, so I'm going to keep going here. So anyways, we'll go back to the Earth. some interesting things we can look at while we're doing part 1 here is, let's look at Uranus here. Uranus is going to take some time, but it's going through the Pisces constellation. And it's been some time, and it will be there for some time. And esoterically, Uranus represents the Garden of Eden. It represents the descension and the ascension, so to speak, of consciousness. Uranus is a green planet. It represents life, primordial life. You know, whenever we look at a beautiful green pasture, we think to ourselves, wow, how beautiful, how much life there is here. You can smell it, you see it, you feel it. One other interesting fact about Uranus is that which it shares with Venus. Both planets are the only planets in our solar system that are tilted on their axis. They're completely tilted 180 degrees on their axis compared to all the other planets. For that reason, Uranus and Venus are very connected. Very connected. That's a story for another day. But anyways, we are in the age of Pisces, and Uranus is signaling through this transition that we are nearing the onset of that. And I don't have the exact facts, but it's going to take Uranus, or the next time Uranus will be in Pisces will be a long time. I want to say 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere in there. It's, if not more. Actually, that's something I can look up and find out. So that's interesting. Of course, these videos have to be net, so we'll just do one part at a time and go through things, and I can speak more freely with everybody and not go formal with the writing. Look at this. Maybe we can kind of end with this. This is an interesting thing. Look how small the constellation of Scorpio is. If you follow the ecliptic here, where the cursor is, after it gets to the huge Virgo, we hit Libra, which is small in itself. But look at this little sliver here of Scorpio. I mean, Scorpio is a large constellation, but the ecliptic really goes through it. It's mainly a Ophiuchus, you can see here. I want to bring up the fact that Ophiuchus, Scorpio, and Libra basically make up one sign. It's one energy with 3 different formats, depending. And as we see here, we got Mars and Saturn, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, but dual perspective. And of course, we see the arrows edges and the tail of the scorpion. This is the Golden Gate here. This is the Pleroma of Sophia. So, big time energy here. I'm going to pretty much wrap it up with that, and I will do another 15-minute video in the next few days, and we'll just keep doing them. And I'm hoping to, we'll just share this with you, and we can share ideas, and as I get more comfortable doing these videos too, I will be better at presenting more information and not rambling so much. So, thank you everybody, have a good night.